Hello everyone, welcome to this new video, welcome to my channel. Well, in this occasion I am going to read another oracle that I have that is called Break Your Light Oracle Cards. This is made by Rebecca Campbell and the artwork by Daniel Noel. Well, in this case I'm going to pull 4 cards because this oracle has 44 cards, so I am going only to pull 4 cards for each group. This is going to be the same dynamic that we all have in the past videos, like 3 piles from left to right. You have to choose one of these piles in order to get the right messages for you. So in this case, before doing that, I am going to explain why I really like this oracle and what are like the different purposes that this oracle has in my life and other expectations that we can get some messages and some things that we need to listen to from the universe. So I think that, for example, in this case, this oracle is meant for the people who are like very working on themselves, like the name of the oracle said, like where your light. I think it's very obvious, and I think that this oracle will help you. Will help you in a lot of things in your personal life, as well. It will give you a lot of how can I say that, like very objective messages that will help you to develop your spiritual growth, your spiritual gifts. Also, I think that with these messages, I hope you can get a better life, get your vibration get higher than it that is nowadays. So I think that it's very helpful to use these kind of techniques in order to improve our life, our lifestyles, and also to shift the vibration that we currently having right now. So as I told you, I think that sometimes some messages could be kind of difficult to get to you because the messages that I'm going to get from this information, it has a lot of to related to spiritual growth, to enlightenment, to empaths. So if there is any kind of word or any kind of information that you don't know or you're not very aware of, I think that if you want, you can type me on the comment box in order to ask me different things that I've said in these cards in case if you don't understand something, or you can search on the web in order to understand all of the relation and all the things, because as I told you before, I think that some messages could be at some point very crazy, or I don't know. I think that these kind of messages are very different from the other tarots or oracles that I give it to you. So I think that, well, I think that with all of this information privilege I give to you, I think that we're going to start. Well, these are the 3 piles. So in the first, we have the first pile, the second pile, and the third one. So I am going to play this in order to help you to stay focused, to choose the right pile. Try to take a deep breath 3 times in order to calm your body, your soul, your spirit, in order to choose the right pile and the right messages that universe has for you. So I am going to play this. Hope you like it. Well, we're going to start with the first pile. Well, pile number 1, these are your cards. As I told you, there are only 4 cards, and these are your messages. We have with the first birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. The second card is called Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. The third card is transformation. Things are changing at a solar level, deep healing. And the last card, but not least, we have yes. Just say yes. Well, what do I have here? What are like the different messages that I can see from all of these? Well, at the beginning, I would like to start with the card that is yes. I think that this kind of card will tell you that, for example, there's something that you've been asking for, or something that you've been waiting for, or something like, I don't know, like some kind of questions that you have in your mind, like these questions could appear when you're taking a shower, when you're taking up your breakfast, or maybe when you're driving or something like that, or maybe when you go to sleep and you start asking yourself a lot of questions, and these kind of questions involve something that is constantly repeatedly in your head. So I think that there is a real confirmation that it is yes. Just say yes. I think that universe say yes to your petition, to your question, to your request. So the only thing that you have to start working on is that what you have to realize about what are like the main question that involves this kind of situation, and like the different advantages and disadvantages that the result or like the action of this question or something like that could actually affect you. So I think that it's time to think, time to I don't know, to realize about different things that happen to your life. So I think that it's a great time to do that. So well, what do we have here as well? We have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. I think that, for example, here in December or anytime that you watch this video, I think that after 2020 pandemic stuff, lockdown, and a lot of things that happen to you, to your family, to your friends, or any kind of situation, I think that this situation affect all of us in different ways. And I think that at this time of your life, at this point of your life, I think that you're in this procedure of transformation, like try to change a lot of things in a deep healing. Let me tell you something, this kind of deep healing, it is not going to be kind of easy. There it's going to be like some good days, some bad days, or and you have to realize that you have to take time to yourself for this kind of healing comes through to you, because I think that sometimes we are so hard on ourselves and we're trying to do like everything at the same time, like we're trying to run all the time, we try to feed, I don't know, feed ourselves in the society, try to do the things in the best way possible. We try to, I don't know, like try to avoid this healing, but in a very unconsciously way, because we don't realize about that. And I think that you have to start taking time for yourself in order to let the healing process pass, because and sometimes I think that you also have to treat yourself. I think that another way to say hello, I'm here for you to ourselves is like treating ourselves, like eating the things that you really love, like I don't know, ice cream, popcorn, I don't know. For example, going for a steak or going to watch some movies or something like that. So I think that there is a huge transformation that it's coming to you. I think that you are one of the selected people who's passing through a collective mass changing huge. So I think that you're this kind of people that could be affected a lot of for from 2020, from this coronavirus thing and all the things related to that. And I think that you are one of the selected by universe, by God, or by whoever you believe in, because I think that this transformation wouldn't be occurring yourself if coronavirus stuff had never happened. So I think that you have to take it into account. I think that it's kind of very good. Maybe you cannot see it right now, but at some point of your day of your life, you're going to realize that you have just needed that in order to make the transformation happens in your life. And let me tell you something. I think that, for example, with the card that birth in a new age, I think that, for example, all this transformation that you're passing through, I think that it's very important for this birth in a new age. I think that you're like in this egg that is crumbling and that is starting to crash. Yes, I think that it's the word. And I think that you're like in this process, like you're like transforming yourself like this butterfly that is like in its cocoon, and you're like in this time that you're like preparing for the outside from the world. I think that it's time of preparation. Also, I remember the tarot card that is called Hermit, and this card tells us that is this time that we have to disconnect from people, we have to disconnect from everything that is outside us in order to connect with ourselves. And I think that you are in this time of your life that you have to connect with your life, with yourself, with your divinely guidance. And I think that it's kind of very important because sometimes and at the beginning of our lives, a lot of things could be taught to us, and we lost our essential or essency. And I think that you're in this process to get back these powers to you. And I think that this is going to be a very huge change. You're not going to even realize it, but a lot of people near to you it's going to realize about the changes that you're doing in your currently life. And with the last card, Akasha, I think that there is a huge change of vibration in your life, in your physical realm, and a lot of things in your 7 different bodies that you have. And because Akasha, it appears when, for example, when one, your vibration is higher than the rest of the people you are with. Also, this curse appears when universe wants to tell you a secret, wants to tell you something. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to, I don't know if the case you watch and you're in this path of spiritual enlightenment and growing and all of that stuff. You may be seeing I don't know, repetitive numbers like 111, 333, like in different I don't know, things in the life, like in the license of a car, or I don't know, in the super or something like that. So pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to all the different messages the universe has for you. Even, I don't know, that your animal appears in some watch in some TV program, and it appears a lot in, I don't know, like in a week, like a lot of times. So pay attention to these kind of signs that universe has for you, because we don't universe has a lot of signs that wants to tell to us, but if we're in a closed mind, we're not be able to see. But well, I hope you like it. I hope you really like it, this reading. Please comment down below how was it. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye. Well, pile number 2, these are your cards. We have Rare Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? We also have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You're the Oracle. You have Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. We have the last card that is called Share Your Voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. So, well, what can I see here? Well, for people who choose pile number 2, let me tell you something. I don't know if you really are aware of it, you're really conscious of it, or you're like in this process, sorry, of realizing about who you really are, like who is your soul, where did you come from. I think that these kind of questions that involves the origin of universe and involves the different dimensions that we're living right now. And for example, if there are another beings live literally in other planets, in other dimensions, like that we're not alone here in planet. And for example, all these different people that have different gifts, spiritual gifts, and we don't even know how to get it, or like this, I don't know, that it's something that comes from universe or something like that. But well, well, speaking despite that and all my huge and all my huge this explanation, let me tell you something. You're an empath, maybe an star seed. And who are they? These are kind of people that are very highly sensitive, that people who are very sensitive, sorry, about and concerned about energy, about emotions. They can literally feel the different emotions of people who are with there. And also, these kind of people could develop new gifts or new abilities, because I don't know if it is something that I don't know come from the lineage, or is only special people who God gave to them this special and unique gift. And I think that it's very important to be aware of that, because especially empaths are people who are not very conscious about itself, about this condition, but they are very affected greater than other people by the emotions of the others. I don't know, like if something gets mad really easily, and the empath could capture this kind of energy and make it itself like combined. I don't know. I don't know if I can explain it. but I think that it's very important. You have to be really aware of that. Please read information, be aware of yourself. I think that there are some signs that you could even notice about yourself and how do you live this all your life with these conditions. So I think that it's very important. We also have share your voice, kind of the K persecution expression. I don't know. I think that with this card, it reminds me something that works related with public figure that really like to give talks or something like with the throat chakra. Like I think that it's kind of person really high, really have a high really high develop its throat chakra, because I think that it is very important that your voice must let be known for other people. You have to come out of the cave. You have to start expressing yourself in the unique way that you're doing, because I think that you are one of them. You are one of the unique people that have the ability of expression, and I think that your words are like very well organized, very well thinking, like I don't know, like the way that you speak, like with the words and the manner that you speak, could affect some people, like could change the emotions, could change even some ideas of other people. So I think that you have this unique power, because let me tell you something, there are empaths that have a lot of different special and spiritual gifts that God given to them, and I don't know, one of them is clairvoyance or clairaudience. That, for example, clairvoyance is the people who are like can know things that are not still known. I don't know how can I say that, but it's true. And for example, clairaudience is this unique ability that could hear like the spiritual beings, to angels, to God. So I think that, for example, in this case, I think that you're one of these kind of people who are very like this unique gift to share your voice, your throat chakra, like the way that you're thinking, the way that you express yourself. I don't know. I think that maybe you could specialize in polite and science, in polite science, like I don't know, where maybe you could be a lawyer that you can defend people against the evil guys. I don't know. I think that there is something that you have to develop. We have warrior woman, and have you ever your deepest calling? I think that there is something about that you may know about all the things that I told to you, and I think that some of the examples that I give it to you resonates a lot of with you. So I think that this is something that comes from your soul, that comes from inside of you, and that it has a repetitive message inside you, within you. And I think that it's this is the calling that God has for you. And I think that, for example, once you reach your maximal potential with the throat chakra, and and you start making a lot of change in your life, you could also affect another people's life in the very best way possible. So I think that God is telling to you, and like you're one of them, please take the charge, please do it. You can do a lot of things in your life, but the only thing that you may know about this is that you have to answer your calling. That is something that you born with and for. So I think that it's very important. And the last card that we have, it is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising, you're the oracle. I think that, I don't know, if you're really aware that you're an empath, I think that you have been working a lot of with yourself about a lot of things. I don't know, meditation. I don't know if you also start doing oracle readings, tarot readings, or learning more about chakras, or learning, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of knowledge that you may know previously, but you like, if you're able to take that charge, like I don't know, you have to start doing things that will help you to develop in that area of your life. So and it also will not help you to share your voice, to share your knowledge. No, it will also give you a lot of different abilities, aptitudes. As the card said, your vibration is rising, so you're going to open new gates that before increasing your vibration you will not get otherwise. So I think that a lot of things comes with this gift that God give it to you. Let me tell you something, and it is not a easy path. I think that you are one of them because you are able to do that. Otherwise, you will not give in that gift. So the only thing is that you have to take that charge. Well, I think that these are the messages that I have for you, group pile number 2. I hope that you really like it. Please comment down below, and if you really like it, please give me a very big thumbs up. And well, see you guys. Thank you. Well, pile number 3. These are your cards, and this is your reading. What do we have here? We have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. We also have Irama. Where are you being called to journey to do? Yes. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And we also have Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Well, I can see here. I think that, for example, one of the messages that pump through my head like in a very instant way, I think that you're going through in this transformation of energetic. I think that you're going through a huge spiritual awakening, and I think that you're like even going crazy with all of these different things because let me tell you something, at the beginning it's a really difficult process because you have to analyze the different messages. You have to realize if everything that is told to you it is true or not. Well, let me tell you something. I think that this kind of awakening that you're passing through, I think that you're one of the selected people that are selected for this new era. In fact, we have this card that is called the Age of Light. You've been training for this for so many lifetimes. So, for example, I think that all this kind of lockdown with I don't know exactly the way that coronavirus hit you or your family, like in a health way, in a economical way, or in a mental or psychological effect that has to you. But let me tell you something. I think that there is something that you sign a soul contract that is called in that way. That is a contract that determines different things that we have to live in order to die, literally. We cannot die before doing this kind of different things, and I think that you have been training for this for lifetimes. And these cards also wants to tell you that you must remember yourself, who you are, who you were, and who you're going to be, like I think that this shift of energy is going to give you a lot of headaches, literally, because you're going to question it, everything, all that is around you, like the way that the world thinks. I think that we are like in this process that the matrix is like eliminating, that a lot of people is awakening, is really wearing off the different things and the way that we are doing things since the beginning of times and since the beginning that we born. So I think that a lot of people are coming with this huge massive transformation and realization about all the different things that is currently happening here in earth. And for example, let me tell you something. Regarding astrological events, I think that this year is one of the most exchanging things, like a lot of eclipses, like a lot of transformations. And I think that people who are not really aware of this, who are not prepared for this huge transformation, is the people who are going to stack in the matrix, who are going to get back, like people who are in the three dimension, because we're like in this process of huge transformation to elevate our energy, to elevate our, our, our frequency. And we are moving from the third dimensions to the fourth and for the fifth one. So I think that it's this is the call that your soul, that God, sorry, wants to give it to you, because it's something that really needs you to be aware about all the different things. Actually, there is something that you have been wanting for a lot of time. I don't know what exactly it is, but there is something that you are craving so much for, something like for a journey, for work, for, I don't know, could even a new baby, or to move to another house, to buy a car or something like that. And I think that this card wants to tell you that take the leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. I think that it's very important to highlight that we are not really aware about the different things or things that are happening besides the scenario. Like, I don't know, like in a movie, like there are a lot of things that are happening behind all these scenes, and we're not really aware, but things are working right now, if you don't know that. But I think that, for example, with the leap, do it right now, otherwise you will not succeed in that thing that you really want to achieve. And the universe literally is saying to you, like, do it, don't worry, we will catch you. And universe wants to also tell you that, for example, these things that you're going to take the leap, that it's going to bring you a lot of new things in your life, like a lot of fulfillment. I think that is the right word. That is something that I think that even nobody, and for example, like a lot of things in this earth could give you this fulfillment as it is. So I think that it's really important to be aware of that, because if we not feel fulfillment with ourselves, with nature, with the people that we're are surrounded by, I think that we will not be able to live the life that we really want to, and we're not like very comfortable with all the things that we are living and passing through. So I think that it's really important to you to take that leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. The universe is saying, don't worry about the different things that could actually happen after all of this, and the possible consequences. Maybe it could bring some advantages, some disadvantages. We don't even know. But universe will tell you, don't worry. We are for here. We are like a very huge team of different guides, angels, spirits, a lot of things, and universe wants you to tell you and confirm you all of this. Well, thank you so much. See you in the next video. If you really like it, please give me a very big thumbs up. Please subscribe, and please comment down below how was your reading. Well, see you.